$54. Is that what I heard?
Will you stop?
Wow.
Somebody else pointed out that many of your hours are going to be time and a half or double time.
Oh, my God.
Are these union jobs also?
Stop.
They have union protections?
But some people are just tuning in. They don't need to hear this. All right, I'll give you the quick update.
Yes.
So my friend Mo, who has a business where he hires flaggers that are on the side of the highway, because we talked to him about the fact that they've got these cameras out there. They're going to take pictures if you speed. So I thought just, ask the question. What do you make? It's $54 an hour to start, to $67 if you're like a supervisor. And I see Joe's eyes light up over here. I do the math real fast. It's $108,000. And then there's overtime. And then like the text line fills up with people. I want that job. Then I asked Mo, are you hiring? He's like, yeah. And then Aaron walks in doing the math.
Yeah. It really will just be the John Curley Show here in just a minute. I'll tell you.
We're not doing this for the money. We're not in it for the money, guys.
That's true.
This isn't about the money. This is about the service that we provide. There's people out there that need to hear this. We don't care about what the paycheck is.
I didn't even get my Snickers
You don't
today.
you don't understand. You see? Don't change the subject. It's not about the money. You couldn't pay somebody huh?
You're right, though. This is a privilege, what we get to do.
It's a gift.
It absolutely is.
It's a gift.
Don't take it for granted.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Few are afforded the opportunity that we have.
That's right. This is a precious gift that we have. It doesn't matter what the money is, a calling.
It is.
Here at Mother Teresa, what are you making an hour, Mother Teresa? You're bandaging up the open wounds of people there.
And it's a very stable industry.
Totally.
Okay, will you stop? Guys, we have to get to news.
Radio thriving.
All right. I told Joe that, there's probably long hours of boredom. You can't get Mo back on the phone. You can't
for decades to come.
You wake up in the morning and you go to work as a flagger. Nothing against people that do that. I'm glad somebody's doing it. I'm glad Mo has people, and he also has openings for the job. But you have to say to yourself, on a Monday, how would you feel going to the job, having cars going by you, it's raining out there, you're standing there. Okay, never mind. That's all right. That's okay.
I'm sure they provide umbrellas.
No, there's no umbrellas for you.
At least a parka.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You can afford your own parka. You can afford a few parkas with that.
Right. Could hire an umbrella holder.
That's right.
You know how miserable you would be, both of you?
Not if we did it together. We'd have a great time out there.
All right. Okay. What's the most boring job you've ever had?
Whew.
I haven't had a lot of boring jobs. The most strenuous job, though, I've had, I loaded packages onto a plane, like a DHL delivery plane. And man, it was literal backbreaking work. I wouldn't say it was boring, but it was mindless. A little bit of Tetris involved, but
picking them up, storing.
Yeah.
I had. Do you know the Bragg, the apple cider vinegar company?
Mm-hmm.
So I worked for that company for about a week, and all I did was stuff their mailer envelopes. That was really boring.
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah,
boring.
I quit.
Okay,
pretty quick.
So I want you to think about that. You, Aaron, lifting up heavy package, being bored.
Yes.
Mostly about the boredom.
Yes.
Joe, back to you with your envelope stuffing.
Paper
there
cuts.
you are.
Yeah.
Paper cuts. You're out there on the highway. Just stay focused.
Yeah.
Nature.
But every couple of weeks, that
Hold on,
paycheck, man.
Will you stop? Andrew, you still with us? You're not going anywhere. The whole damn team leaves to go be flaggers on the side of the highway?
I mean, we got an in.
Yeah.
I know a guy.
You know what's going to happen, though? After a while, you'd get the job, and you'd be like, phew, God, I'm just going to, my mind is leaking out of my ears. My father had a theory that you have 3 8s in your life. He broke up the clock in 3 8s. You had 8 hours of sleep. You could move that number around a little bit. Then you had 8 hours of work. And then you had 8 hours of things you wanted to do. And I always noticed that the people that had the middle 8, the 8 hours there, if it was unfulfilling other than the paycheck, then what they do is they would then try to fill that other 8 hours with something that's more satisfying for themselves. Like, I hate my job, I'm just doing it for the paycheck. And then what happens is then they get into, because there's not much pleasure. You have a negative physical reaction to it. So then as you move into the other 8 hours, a lot of people choose to fill those other 8 hours with things that are not necessarily the best things for them. But it stimulates a more of a pleasure-seeking activity than the mundane, soul-draining job of the other 8 hours. So then you get into, drugs, gambling, loose women, things like that.
Wow, that doesn't sound like fun at all.
And you die earlier. You die earlier. You die earlier.
Definitely things to consider.
All right, let's focus on what our job is now. It's not flagging down cars on the side of the highway or loose women. It's doing news. Aaron, you are really giving off a really bad vibe right now.
Seriously?
I can feel it. You're somehow you are communicating with.
No.
You're typing him something.
I would never.
You're texting Joe.